what then happened to the plan, the business plan? So was that just stopped? Who I wanted to ask, you make all this stuff, who eats it?
So, I try to give as much as I can to my family if they like it,
Right.
and now usually I'm at a level where a lot of things do end up being really well, and so
Okay.
we're 7 people in the family. I have
Right.
3 sisters and my parents and my grandma. So it ends up being divided and we end up finishing it. If not,
Okay.
I give it to friends. They live very locally, and then I give it to my neighbors.
Right.
So trying,
Yeah, because you're too slim to be eating all those desserts and everything else. Like, right, it's not him. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I have to consistently be very cognizant of how much I'm eating, what I'm making. It's not.
Yeah. 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 What happened then? Sorry for the business thing. So are you not looking into that? What's the my uncle question? What's the plan?
So I'm trying to approach this in several ways.
Mm,
I didn't think with business for a long time until now. I realized that it's not just social media is amazing, and the goal with social media I like to do is like tell a story basically,
yeah.
relay an emotion. But at the end of it, for me it comes also down to like the skill that I have and I'm learning. And when it comes to food, I don't think that I'll be able to learn a lot unless I start selling or working somewhere and actually getting a lot of feedback. So I started realizing that, and I said, okay, I have to actually start selling or working somewhere eventually I want to get, because it's not just, it's that too. I actually care about the baking. I actually care a lot about the food. And very much down the line, I do have a dream of opening up my own place one day, maybe. Maybe, like that's the goal right now. But things, nothing ever goes as planned in life.
Sure.
So that's something that changes, But if that's the goal that I have set right now. So I do have plans of like maybe in the summer going to bakeries in DC and saying, hey, this is my profile, this is what I do, this is my passion. I'd love to do a pop-up at your bakery for a day or two or whatever. Would you be down to do that? And that way build connections in bakeries in DC and then also get feedback from people.
Mm,
And so that's something that I'm gonna do in the summer. I'm trying to balance that with also making my videos and working with companies and stuff like that. And then down the line, initially I was gonna go to Pakistan this summer, but then my mom convinced me to go in the winter
yeah.
because of the weather and you can
Yeah.
go out
Yeah.
more. So I might go in the winter. Probably inshallah we'll go in the winter, and then I'll try to do like big sales in Lahore as well. If there are any bakeries that would want to collab with me, or I just do by myself. And another goal of mine is, and this is a whole different topic that I haven't talked about, is I have a dream of like um, just going and learning traditional food in Pakistan, but
Sure.
so I want to go back and also learn how to make all these desserts the traditional way and understand the science of it, like at the root of it, like what does each thing do and all that, like make it as methodical and scientific and laid out and organized as you would see in a French pastry book
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
show this is very important. This isn't just like, yeah, those professionals, the ones that make the Italian jalebi, they know exactly how to make it because they've
Yeah.
been making it for a while. But if you're trying to teach that for somebody, teach it to somebody else, there's actually a lot of science behind it. And I want to go back and learn that and note it and use my background knowledge with math or science to like
Yeah.
analyze
Sort
that
of.
stuff.
So you're gonna be sort of going the Kenji Lopez route where he's an engineer but he's into food, so everything is like, all right, so this is the chemical reaction
Yeah,
underlaying this situation. Okay,
but
no, I yeah,
yeah, the main thing will be the story and the emotion. That's just like a
yeah,
layer that I want to show that this is very complex.
yeah. I
So yeah,
mean, we're not looking at it from like a uh business exercise point of view, but nobody's doing this. So if business viability in everything, there is a question of, is it viable, is it going to sustain itself? I mean, if done right, there's no competition right now. So and if you approach it with the sort of clear-eyed intensity, is not integrity, that
right.
you do with everything, it should have the same thing, the same sort of resonance.